Wow, my hair looks so dark. I feel like it looks way darker on camera than it is in real life. Anyways.
Hi.
Hi my friends, I am back. I haven't filmed a video in over a month, so I feel really uncomfortable at the moment, but I thought we could sit down together and I could show you my current beauty favorites. So I've got everything here from like makeup, skincare, hair care, body care, and then some randoms like female products. So let's just get into it. I've got a lot here. This is basically everything that I've been loving for the last couple months. None of this is sponsored, as you probably know, so this is just my honest opinion. If you want a little bit of insight into kind of like me and my like skin and my hair and all that kind of stuff, I'll mention that as we go through this video. So let's start with some hair. Let's start with the biggest portion here, which is definitely skincare. As some of you may know, I have been struggling with acne for the past like 4 years. I didn't struggle with it as a kid or during puberty or any of that. And then something happened one night in Spain and I have been struggling with acne and tummy issues ever since. So we can't really figure out what it is, but it's definitely hormone related. It doesn't really fluctuate with my hormones, which is kind of a tricky situation. So it's like maybe not as simple as just kind of like figuring out my cycle and all that kind of stuff. But the thing is I don't really like use products to like treat acne because I don't have like regular acne, if that makes sense. Like it's very hormonal. It's in my cheeks and my jaw, and yeah, it's not going to be fixed from skincare. I've done everything. So I tend to err on the side of like gentle skincare, and I use a prescription retinoid, and I'm also on spironolactone, even though it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Anyways, let's get into it. Let's start with the most important step of skincare, which is your sunscreen. And I want to go over my 3 favorites at the moment, and then we'll chat a little bit about my boyfriend's favorites. I have a couple of his favorite things in here just to like give a little some to the men. So let's start with my absolute holy grail sunscreen that I will never live without. So I prefer a mineral sunscreen, but they're really kind of hard to find good ones that don't leave a white cast and all that kind of stuff. And then of course we have the whole Crave Beauty thing that happened with their Beat sunscreen. Anyways, so this is actually a Japanese sunscreen. I got this online from YesStyle when I lived in Portugal, but I think you can even get it on Amazon. Anyways, this is the Skin Aqua. I believe they're called Roto Skin, but I'll link it down below. Anyways, it kind of does have this like chemically smell that isn't the best. It's a little bit strong on your nose, but you guys, it is a gel moisturizer, UV super moisture gel, and is SPF 50 plus and PA++++. When I tell you, I used to have the worst melasma on my upper lip, and this is the only thing I have changed, okay? I tried to avoid sun a little bit more and then wear this, like if I wear it all over my face every day, no matter what, no matter if I'm leaving the house, no matter if I'm not, it doesn't matter, but I put extra on my upper lip where I get melasma from the sun, and this stuff is seriously godsend. It goes under makeup perfectly. I'm wearing it under my makeup today. It goes on so light and like weightless, and you don't even feel it on your skin. Sometimes I forget I'm wearing it, and then I like forget to cleanse at night because I'm like, oh, I don't think I have anything on my face. It's so good. I absolutely love it. And you know, aside from the fact that I do have acne that doesn't seem to change with any type of skincare, I will say that this doesn't like make me break out extra or anything. I like to judge something that breaks me out based on my forehead because I don't have acne on my forehead. So this does not make me break out. I absolutely love it. I would say this is my absolute favorite thing that we're going to talk about in this video. I'm almost actually out of this, and I use it like every day, and I've had it for like a year, so that's kind of insane. And it's my holy grail sunscreen no matter what. But if I want a tinted sunscreen, and you guys, I've been through it. I've done the Supergoop. I've done it all. This Bioderma Photoderm Max SPF 50 plus is for sure my favorite tinted sunscreen out there. The only issue is that I bought this in Portugal, so in Europe, and I don't know if it's here. But if you can find the Bioderma tinted Photoderm Max Plus. There's no added perfumes, there's no scents, but it is quite dark. That's the only thing I will say. So this is 100% only a summer look for me. So you can, I think you can see that. So it's like dark on my hand at the moment. if I were to wear this, it would just be as my like makeup for that day, because if I were to put something over this, I think it would make it too dark. But this was like my go-to when I was in Portugal. I wore it every single day to training. Like, it just makes your skin look like so even textured, but without making it look like you're wearing makeup. I adore this sunscreen, and it doesn't like chalk up. This is all in another language, but I'm trying to figure out if it is mineral sunscreen or if it is chemical sunscreen. It looks like it's chemical sunscreen. It kind of is like a little bit mattifying, like not crazy, and it definitely doesn't dry me out, but it's not super like glowy. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a chemical sunscreen, but again, doesn't break me out. I absolutely love it. Again, it's Bioderma Dry Touch Photoderm Max 50+ tinted. Hey guys, please excuse this rude interruption, but it's been about 2 months since I filmed this video because life got in the way, so I'm a little behind. But as I'm editing this, I'm realizing that some new products have come into my life, and there's one that I must speak about, okay? This people, this is the Biossance Squalane and Zinc Sheer Mineral Sunscreen, and it has officially changed my life, okay? This is the only mineral sunscreen I will ever purchase for the rest of my life, I will ever wear. Doesn't even matter if some big scandal comes out about it in 2 years, that it doesn't actually protect, you know, however much it claims. I don't care. This is the greatest thing I've ever put on my face ever. This is like a more dewy finish. It is probably not for oily type skin people, but I have dry skin, and this is the greatest thing that's ever come into my life. So I just want to mention that really quick, and let's get back to the video. All right, moving on to my last sunscreen related thing for me is this Supergoop Hair Mineral Part Powder Poof. Okay, so it is 100% mineral protection, and it goes in your part, and it basically just squeezes out kind of like dry shampoo, like the whatever. Ooh, that's a lot. So you just want to like kind of put it on your part, and then one squirt will do. And it comes out kind of like orangey tinted like that. So it's kind of fun because it doesn't leave you like that white, that super white cast. And it also totally doubles as dry shampoo. I used it the other day, and my hair was like pretty oily before I used it, and it kind of acted as dry shampoo in my hair. I will say that I put it in my hair at the beginning of the day. I spent all day outside, and my part did burn, but I also was outside all day and I didn't reapply. So you need to reapply for sunscreen to work properly. It's 100% mineral part powder, but it is only SPF 35, so you have to reapply. Speaking to my former self. All right, I'm already uncomfortable and we're just getting started. Perfect. Love that for me. All right, really quick, I just want to mention my boyfriend's favorite facial SPF at the moment. This is the CeraVe AM Facial Moisturizing Lotion with Sunscreen SPF 30. He likes it a lot. I've used it a couple times when I forgot mine, and I like it. I don't love the smell of it. It smells like sunscreen. Yeah, not totally digging that, but it also smells like the normal CeraVe moisturizer, so I don't hate the smell. Like, I'm not gonna not use it. But it's good to just use like every day, just to make sure that you have like a backup layer. I personally use a regular moisturizer and then sunscreen, but that's because I'm not gonna forget. But for people like my boyfriend who would not put on sunscreen otherwise. So for boys, if you aren't gonna remember to put your sunscreen on, just grab a moisturizer that has sunscreen in it. And ladies, if your boyfriend doesn't use sunscreen, trick him. I'll never know. So I've got kind of a lot here. This is probably my biggest section. Let's start with cleansers. This is my go-to cleanser, has been for a very long time. Like I mentioned, I really go for like the gentle cleansers. I find that like using salicylic acid or anything like that, cleansers just dries out my skin. I have dry skin, but I also have acne, so it's like a tough thing. But I definitely like the way that my skin acts better when I use a gentle cleanser, and then maybe like an acid exfoliation, or even just like spot treatment with salicylic acid or anything like that. So I've been using the La Roche-Posay, what is this? The Toleriane, is that how you say it? Toleriane? I don't know how to say that. Anyways, hydrating gentle cleanser. It is soap-free, sulfate-free, fragrance-free, and then it has ceramide 3 plus niacinamide. I definitely, like, my biggest tip with skincare is fragrance-free. Like, fragrance, just throw that out the window. I think I have a couple things left in my cupboards with fragrance, but for the most part I'm trying to never purchase anything with fragrance again, like a period in my entire life, as I sit here and look at my body wash. Anyways, this is for normal to dry skin. I really love it. It's like milk cleanser. It's so nice. It's really similar to the Cetaphil like milk cleanser or something like that. And I've used both. I use that when I travel just because of a travel size of it, but I think I like this one more. I feel like it cleans me a little bit better, but I don't think they're that different, to be honest. So I got this at Ulta. You can kind of get it anywhere. It's just like a little tiny bit more expensive than like CeraVe or Cetaphil, but it's like not that much more expensive. It's not like high end or anything. And then we've got 2 cleansing balms. Let's start with this one. This is the one that I'm currently using. This is the Clean It Zero by Vanilla Company or Vanilla Co. And I really like it. This has fragrance in it. I don't love the fragrance, to be honest. It's just kind of like cotton candy mixed with fresh. Yeah, I don't love it. But I like the way it takes off the makeup. It does a good job. I like it a lot. But you don't know, like, you don't like something until you find something better, you know? Because this like does its job, it takes all my makeup off, but when I used this Pharmacy Green Clean Cleansing Balm, you guys, and I love the way this one smells. It's like, this is a sample I got, and I just like save it for when I travel. I love it to death. This will be the next one I purchase. I'm almost done with this, so I'm up for a new one. But this Green Clean by Pharmacy is the answer and is my favorite cleansing balm. I use a cleansing balm always when I wear makeup, and then even sometimes when I'm just wearing sunscreen. But it is a game changer if you don't use a cleansing balm or a cleansing oil. I don't know what to tell you, but your makeup is not coming off your face. Nor the dirt or anything, like just the regular pollutants. It's not coming off. It's not coming off. It's still in there. All right, let's talk really quick about essence and acids, exfoliators, all that kind of stuff. I got this CosRx Snail Mucin Power Essence. I don't know. I feel like an essence is supposed to be like a spray, whatever it is. I use this in the step before my moisturizer. So if I'm gonna use any like serums or any like acid exfoliation or anything like that, I will do that. And then I will use this Snail Mucin Essence. And then I'll go in with my moisturizer. This, I don't like notice a huge difference with this. I maybe notice a little bit more moisture, but I pretty much only use this when I wear makeup. Like, I don't really use this like before bed or anything. So this is kind of like my morning skincare. And if you have like oily skin or anything like that, this could act maybe as even just like a moisturizer, but I just like to put it right under my moisturizer. And right before this, I usually use hyaluronic acid. I'm all about hydration, baby. So yeah, this is just kind of like a nice little thing. I don't know if I'll buy it again because I don't know if it's necessary, but like if I had like really nice skin and I just wanted to like make it perfect, I would use this. So that's kind of where I'm at. It's lasted me a really long time, so, but I like it. I like the, it's really nasty and it feels kind of like an egg white or, you know, other things, but mainly an egg white. I just think it feels nice on my skin. Okay, next is this Paula's Choice 2% BHA exfoliant. It's salicylic acid. I really like to use this when my skin is not breaking out. So if I don't have any breakouts or any like lesions or anything like that, or any scabs or anything happening, and my skin isn't gonna burn because it's irritated, then I use this, which means I don't get to use it a lot because I'm typically breaking out or having some type of issue. So if my skin is just like really like unproblematic, that's when I might start to get some texture and stuff, like especially through my cheeks, and that's when I'll use this. And I really do notice a difference. I really find that like a consistent use of this, like every other day or every third day or whatever, however much your skin can handle, for a consistent amount, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks, I notice a pretty big difference here. So I really like this. I will be repurchasing this when I get around to it. Okay, I wanted to show you guys this, not necessarily because this is like a favorite of mine. You can tell because I haven't used a ton of it, but because this brand is a favorite of mine. I believe they're called Sunjung. but maybe Soon Young. I think maybe Soon Jung. This is their 10 Free Moist Emulsion. I don't believe that I know how to use this properly. Again, I use it at the same step as this, so I don't use these together ever. But if I put on hyaluronic acid before it like completely dries, I like to use this. If you have oily skin, you can definitely probably use this as just moisturizer, but then after that I go in with moisturizer. I just feel like the more I can like lock stuff in, the more I'm going to. So I use this before moisturizer. I think you can use it as moisturizer. It has a very moisturizer vibe to it, but like a little bit more watery. Does that make sense? But I wanted to just talk really quick about this brand. They have my hands down favorite moisturizer of all time. I believe it's called like 10, I think it might even say like 10 like Barrier Relief or something like that. If you have dry skin, or you have like a lot of like scarring, or you have a lot of scabbing from picking, or even just like dry flake, that lotion, I'll put it on the screen here somewhere, is the answer. Like I seriously swear by it. I just don't have it right now because I go through it so fast. Like I use it all the time. The lip top like twists, and it's just my favorite moisturizer I've ever used in my entire life. But this one that I just finished from Purito is actually really good. This is the Deep Sea Pure Water Cream. So I think it's a little bit lighter. They also have a green one that's like a little bit heavier, but I love this. This is like, again, there's no fragrance. There's no fragrance in any of my skincare except for those balms. This is and these are all either Korean or Japanese companies. Or La Roche-Posay I think is a European company. And then CosRX, I'm actually not sure, but I got them from YesStyle, so it's Korean skincare, I think. And I think CosRX is too, but I'm not sure. Oh, don't quote me on that. Yeah, I think these are all Korean skincare. Yeah, okay. Anyways, Purito, I don't know. I feel like this was enough for my dry skin, but I usually did use it with one of these, whereas the Skin Relief or Skin Barrier, I think is what it's called, or Barrier Relief or Skin Barrier maybe, of the Sunjung, I didn't need to use anything with it. Like it is just, it just wraps you up and moisturizes you so beautifully. So this is like a little bit lighter, so if you don't have like super dry skin. I also kind of feel like this is like a summer moisturizer, in my opinion. The one I'm currently using is CosRX, and it is, let me go get it. Okay. Ugh. This is the Cica cream from CosRX, and I really like it. The one thing I will say, I probably like this Purito one better. Purito, I don't know how to say it. It just feels like it goes further, so like a little, you know, pea size with this one goes all over my whole face, and I feel like I have to use a lot more of this. I went through this in like maybe 2 months, but I really liked it, and it feels really nice. Like I don't think it's over moisturizing, even though it has like lots of oils and stuff in it. I just feel like it's really fresh and nice. Anyways, moving on. We are almost done with the skincare. Actually, just 2 more things. My tried and true, holy grail, use it every day, literally cannot live without, Aquaphor. I put this on my lips every couple hours. And then I also use it on blemishes after I have picked them and they are like scabbing. Always use this. Always, 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 always. And I have really bad allergies. It's allergy season now, so around my nose will get really dry and irritated, and I put this on like during the day, at night, whenever. I literally put this everywhere. I wish I could bathe in it. And then lastly are these Hero Mighty Patches from Target. I have got the ones from CosRX before, and they're fine, but I really like these. They're a little bit more accessible because they're at Target, but I get these ones that are the duo. So they come with 2 packs, and one is for like the nighttime, and it's like normal, what you think of, you know, like you put it on and you'll be able to see it. But the other one just has like the like more, I guess, colored portion in the middle, and then as it goes to like the outer rim, it gets like a little bit lighter. And so they say you can put it under makeup. I've never put it under makeup, but I have worn it out in public and felt like it was like semi-invisible. So I really love those. Again, those are the Mighty Patch, and they're the duos. Okay, let's move on to a little bit of body care. This one is kind of short and sweet. So this is my favorite moisturizer. Can't live without it. This is my favorite, like absolutely love it. I also like the CeraVe moisturizer. It's like blue, you know, like white and blue. But I like this one more just because I have a little bit more dry skin, and this one is for dry skin. It is like super, super moisturizing. I use this like all year round, especially on these puppies. Okay, and then my current favorite body wash is anything like by Method, but right now I'm using the citrus, ginger, and sea buckthorn one, which is the energy boost one, and it smells delicious and fresh and brightening and amazing, and I love anything that smells like ginger. And then my boyfriend's, the one that he's using right now that I honestly use a lot, is the Sea and Surf. Again, the Method, but it's called Method Men. I like that. Discriminating against men this time. That's nice. Instead of like Method regular is men, but then like the Method Women is called Method Women. I like this. So this is like the original. It's made for the women. And then they have to specify that this is a Method Men. And I like that. I like it. It makes me feel good. Anyways, those smell outrageous. I will say that I think I just finished the one, I don't know what it's called, but there's like rice and shea butter and coconut smelling, and I loved that one. And then lastly for body, we've got my self tanner. I'm obviously not using it at the moment. I just didn't really have big plans this weekend, so I wanted to give my skin a break, and I'll be definitely self tanning next weekend because it's 4th of July, so your girl needs to get that tan on. I'm new to self tanning, about a year new, because I used to play soccer and I used to be in the sun all day every day, so there was no need for self tanning, but now I'm not. So this is the Bali Body. I've used a couple others, but I really like this one. This one makes me dark as, and it is just the ultra dark self tanning mousse. And you know, I filmed a couple of tutorials on doing this, but they're not up yet, so maybe I will post them for you so that you can see how I do it, because girl, it's a science. You gotta get it down. We are flying through this. Let's keep it rolling. Let's get into hair. And then we just have two little like special guests at the end. Let's do hair. Let's do hair. All right, let's start with dry shampoo. I got 2 phones, one for okay, that's enough of that. I got the IGK like powder one. It's volume powder spray, 30,000 feet. I mean, that's not that's not the case, but this stuff is just like the mineral poop powder, this little guy, but there's no SPF in it, so it's actually like inferior to this if you ask me. But boy, does it give you volume. It kind of gives you like texture too. I actually don't want to use it right now because I try not to like put a lot of stuff on my scalp like right away. You know, just let it breathe, let her breathe. I'm recovering from a sunburn, so we're letting her live her life. I really love this stuff. Like I use it if I like need my hair to actually look good. So if I'm going out, if I'm doing it, it gives you a lot of like volume, and of course it makes your hair look less greasy, but it also like, it is kind of like aggressive, and it can make it so it's like not feeling like you can put your hands through it, you know, like kind of sticky. So you don't want to use it if you like want your hair to like feel clean, you know what I mean? It's very like intense. Oh, and I have really fine hair, so that could not be true if you have like thicker hair that can handle it more, but I have like really thin, fine hair, so it's just really aggressive. You know, like it's not bad, but it almost like, you know that feeling when you like use hairspray, you know, and after you like, if you were to try to like run your fingers through it, it would just not be nice. That's kind of how you get with this. My more day-to-day dry shampoo that I'm loving at the moment is this, what is this brand called? OGX. And it is the Extra Strength Coconut Miracle Oil Dry Shampoo. And it smells really nice. And oh, it smells really nice actually. And it doesn't leave a white cast, and it's really like mellow. Like it doesn't like freaking just suck all the oil. It kind of is just like more mellow, and you can use it without worrying that like you're gonna have white flakes in your hair and stuff like that. So this is kind of like my daily. Okay, and then this is just like random. This is my current favorite brush. I feel like I go through brushes so much. I am always getting these like, you can see this. Let me show you guys. Do you see this like little like fuzzy kind of like, did it fall? It's right here. Okay, I'll just show you on here. There's like fuzzies all in this hairbrush. This hairbrush is like brand new, but ever since I went blonde, so this didn't start happening until I started dyeing my hair blonde, and like, I'm not even blonde anymore, but I started getting like these fuzzies in all my brushes, and it's like only the wet brushes, and I don't use them wet. I can't figure it out. I've tried to wash them. So I feel like I'm going through brushes so fast. If anybody has like a solution to that and gets these like fuzzies in their brush too, they're kind of like lint looking, but like I literally don't know what it is, because I first thought it was like product, but I don't use product, so I'm just like, what's going on? Anyways, I like this brush a lot. I like it better than the other wet brushes. It kind of is like bendy here, you see that? It's way easier to clean because of these holes in the back. So I have a hairbrush cleaner, but even with that, like the regular wet brushes are really hard to clean, and I feel like they get those fuzzies stuck in them, and then they're just ruined because I don't want those fuzzies in my hair. Somebody please help me. Please send me a solution. All right, let's talk about this Redken heat protectant. I really like it. It doesn't smell too nasty. I feel like I don't like the smell of the Biolage one. And also what I noticed is since I started using this, I feel like my hair stays curled better. So I don't use hairspray or anything. I like don't even have any. So I just use this, like a couple sprays, and then I brush through it, and then I curl it. And the last time I curled my hair, it stayed for like 3 or 4 days. So this Redken, what is it called? Heat Restyling Technology Thermal Holding Spray. Oh, because it's holding. Oh wow, it's heat styling and holding. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is innovation at its finest. I will cheers to that. All right, we've got these 2 Way products that are like samples from like, you know when you get a lot of points at Sephora or whatever, you can like choose a gift or whatever. That's what I have this from. But I want to buy these when I run out, and I'm probably out of this basically, like maybe 1 pump. This is the Way hair oil. I love it. I've been using it every day. My hair is the healthiest it's ever been, and it's growing a lot. So this is doing a really good job. It makes it feel like silky without making it look oily ever. I put it in while it's still a little bit damp, and it never makes my hair look oily. It's just like, you can hardly even feel that it's there. I will say it does kind of have a strong scent, and I've heard a lot of people complain about it, and it doesn't bother me at all. And honestly, I'm kind of sensitive to scents. I don't love it, right? Like I'm not like, oh, you know, that's great, I love that scent, but it doesn't like linger, you know? Like once it's in your hair, it just kind of fades. I would say this has less of a strong scent, but it still does have a scent. This is the leave-in conditioner. And again, this just makes your hair feel so soft and just like healthy and manageable. And it makes it so there's really no flyaways. Like, I don't know, like guys, I don't have the greatest hair. This is literally just out of the shower. You just saw me brush it. It's just like so healthy, and there's no frizzies, and it's not dying, and I love it. I'm currently using the, what is it? Function of Beauty shampoo and conditioner, and I like them a lot, but I'm almost out, so we'll have to see where I go next. All right, we've got this Briogeo hair mask. It smells like heaven, and oh my God. It smells like the candy that I need to be eating at the moment. It's so good. It's called Be Gentle, Be Kind, and it's avocado and kiwi mega moisture superfood mask. I wouldn't say I notice a giant difference after I use this, but my hair does feel like really healthy and kind of bouncy afterwards. I need to start using it more, but at the moment I have like a Function of Beauty mask, and I have like 2 other brands that I can't remember right now, but this is definitely my favorite of the 4. So the Briogeo Be Gentle, Be Kind. And then I saved kind of my favorite hair product for last. This is the Unite Creamy Paste, like thickening paste. It smells like coconut kind of pina colada, just amazingness. I've actually had this, like, you guys, look at it. You see that? I've had this since college. It's probably bad, like it's 12 months until you should stop using it, but like, whatever, that's just a suggestion. I have been using this for like 5 years, and that's how much is gone. You literally need like smaller than a pea size. You warm it up between your palms, get it really warm, and then you put it in your roots. And if you are doing your hair, like, I will say this is gonna make your hair feel kind of like dirty and like greasy and kind of feel like you need to like wash it and not as easy to like brush through and stuff. But if you need to look good and you need to do your hair and you need it to stay, and you need it to have volume and you need it to look thick and voluptuous, this is the answer. Honestly, the only time I use this is when I'm gonna do my hair, and I put it like in my roots, and then I honestly kind of like pull it through to my ends, and then I brush it and all that kind of stuff, and like it doesn't make it feel like crispy or anything, but it just feels like it gives me like more hair. Somehow this gives me more hair. Also, I got this from my hair salon, so I don't know if you can get this online, but if you like go to a hair salon, they can probably get you Unite if you can't find it online. Oh, I forgot we have makeup. I thought we were almost done, but we're not. Okay, let's jump into makeup. Okay, so let's start with face makeup. I've got this Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint SPF 40. This is my daily go-to. I'm currently actually wearing this Illuminaire Concealing Mineral Foundation, but that's because I'm on film and I like don't need to look like super good in person, and this is kind of like heavier and thicker, and so it can kind of cover up like my scarring better. But my daily, like if I'm going out in public or I'm going to hang out with friends or I'm going out or whatever, this is what I'm wearing. This looks like your real skin on your face. It doesn't make your skin look like cakey and all that. It doesn't cover up a ton, okay? So I will say that. So I usually pair it with the Ilia concealer, and I put that over spots and my under eyes. But like literally, you guys, I'm probably never gonna buy another foundation again. Like this is all I use for foundation and concealer, and this is all I ever need to use ever again, ever. Tape Shape, like if you use that concealer, I just don't understand. It's too thick, it's too drying, it's too much. This is really, really good for dry skin. This is just their concealer. I believe they only have one. The thing about Ilia is it's natural makeup, so it's way better if you're having like skin problems or like hormonal issues, anything like that. You want to try to find natural makeup, and that is what Ilia is to me, and it is all I'm pretty much wearing on my face. Literally, you guys, right now, this is so funny. This is what I have on. So I have the Illuminaire, which is also natural mineral makeup. It is oil-free and it has SPF 20 in it. Okay, so this is like my go-to for like full coverage. And then everything else I have on is Ilia. So I mentioned the Super Serum Skin Tint SPF 40, and then the concealer, and then the highlighter. This is the Stella highlighter, Stella by Starlight. I've got that on as my highlighter. It's kind of pinky and I love it. And then I've got their blush on. I'm like obsessed with the application of this. I think it is just so easy and perfect. It's like a little lip gloss, but it's kind of like that like mauve-y, like, oh, I love that color so much. This is my favorite color for sure for blush. And I'm like obsessed with blush right now, if you can't tell. That is like my go-to for the summer. Like if I can't have anything else, I want blush and my eyebrows. I think this is their only color. I don't know if there's another color. Yeah, their blush, and then their mascara. And the mascara, I love it. Okay, so I've been having issues with my eyelashes falling out. You can kind of see over here, they're really missing. I used to wear a waterproof mascara. I've worn waterproof mascara since I can remember. Mainly it started with sports, like wanting to wear mascara while I played sports, but I sweated. And then I just kind of started thinking that like, my eyelashes look better with waterproof mascara. Anyways, I've transitioned into this natural Ilia mascara, non-waterproof, and I don't think that my eyelashes look as good as they did with waterproof mascara, but they're regrowing and they're not falling out. So I'm sacrificing like perfect eyelashes for, you know, having eyelashes in the future. One thing that I'm actually out of and I need to get more of is this Lila B face mist. I use this. So I put all of my like concealer and my foundation and everything on, and then I spray this all over my face before I blend it. It really helps with like my dry patches and stuff like that. So like my under eyes and around my mouth get really dry, and like my jaw. And so this really helps with that. It just like makes everything look dewy and moist. Couldn't live without this, honestly. I have like the MAC Fix Plus whatever, but I like this more, but it's more expensive. So I like right now I'm using the MAC Fix Plus, but this is my preference over that. Oh my gosh, I just found something that I forgot to mention, which is the Biossance Squalene Omega Repair Cream. I got this as like a sample size, and my goal is to transition like all my skincare to just these two brands, to the Biossance and the Sunjung. These are my two favorite brands, and then of course I need to stick with my sunscreen, but this whole line, this whole like Squalene line from Biossance is unreal, and like I'm just gonna buy everything. I'm just gonna buy it all. I love it. Okay, really quick, I really am liking this Glossier Cloud Paint in Dusk. This is kind of more of like a lighter pink, almost orangey look, as opposed to this like mauve-y one. So these kind of like are my two go-to blushes. I love cream blush. Can never go back to something else. My forever favorite bronzer, Too Faced Chocolate. Look, you can't even, there's no words on the back or anything. This has lasted me. It still smells like chocolate. It's still perfect and amazing. This has lasted me, I think, 8 years. And I know that that is expired makeup and I shouldn't be using it, but I am. And I'll buy, I can't get myself to like buy a new one before this is up, but it'll be gone soon. And then I'll buy a new one and everyone can relax. All right, ooh, I got this sample of this primer, this Dior primer. It is called the Dior Backstage Face and Body Primer, and I have been using it every single time I wear makeup, and I'm obsessed with it. It makes your skin feel like silk, like so smooth. It's not like tacky and it's not silicone-y. It is just like silk. It feels like silk. I want to use that as like moisturizer, like all over my body. Like, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it is so nice. And it just like, oh. And it smells pretty nice too. Okay, last two things is the Anastasia, this is the Anastasia freaking brow like little utensil. It's called the 7B, and it has the little brush on this side that you can use for your eyebrows or winged liner like I do. And then this little spoolie on the other side. And I use this spoolie exclusively for the Anastasia brow gel. This is the Brow Freeze Brow Styling Wax, and that's what I have on right now. And like, I don't go too crazy with it, but I just brush them up a little bit. You can kind of see. This brow does better than this brow, but this is unreal. Like, I know a lot of people like to use like hair gel, and I'm sure it works just as well, but this is like, I bought this, so I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna use. And it works really good. Like, my eyebrows are very sparse, as you can see, and they don't have a tendency to go up, and this does a pretty good job. Like, it'll keep them there like all day. Like, I did this makeup quite a long time ago, so. If they're still up, I don't know, I can't even tell. If they're still up a little bit, then you'll be able to, yeah, they're still up a little bit. So, does a pretty good job. Okay, we're done with the makeup. How long is this video? Ugh, it's already like an hour. That's okay. That's okay. It will just be up in like 3 weeks when I have time to edit it. Last two things are some deodorant and some tampons. This is just the native vanilla and chai, and I just wanted to talk about it really quick because I didn't think I'd be able to transition into natural deodorant for so long. And then, you know, I saw a friend like post on TikTok or something about how you have to use it for like 2 months until it starts to like actually work for you, right? I don't know if there's like science behind that, but I just said, okay, I'll try it. So I have been either not wearing deodorant or wearing this deodorant for the last like 3-4 months. And I finally feel like it works pretty good for me. I don't think it works as good as like Old Spice or anything like that, but it does a pretty good job. This is my favorite smell that I've used so far. I've used peppermint, another one that I cannot remember because it was a long time ago, and then this vanilla chai, but the vanilla chai is definitely my favorite so far. And then lastly are these Tampax Pure 100% organic cotton core tampons. I just want to talk about these. I've been experimenting with a bunch of different organic tampons. The pesticides and Roundup that we spray on our cotton is directly what goes into these, which means it goes into our body, and we absorb things that are like inside of us like 1,000,000 times more than we would if it was just in the air or like on our skin or whatever. So let me not try to act like I'm like some type of, you know, health professional, but I definitely think that every woman that uses tampons should use organic tampons without a doubt. They work exactly the same, you aren't sacrificing anything, and they typically aren't even more expensive. So these are my favorite that I have found. There are a couple other brands that I like, but you know, we're doing a favorites right now, so these are my favorites. And I found these at Target. So I think you can get them anywhere. I also think that I saw them at Whole Foods, but yeah, they're the Tampax Pure 100% organic cotton core tampons, free of chlorine, bleaching, dyes, and fragrances. Is that how you spell chlorine? Anyways, we're done. That actually took longer than I thought it would, but it didn't feel like it took that long. It took an hour, but it didn't feel like it took that long. So hopefully I can edit it down. So there you have it. I've got quite the mess to clean up here, but those are some of my favorite beauty products at the moment. I'm gonna do an empties video pretty soon to show you guys some of the things that I'm gonna repurchase and then some of the things that I'm not gonna repurchase, so you can see like my not so favorite products. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Remember to be kind to one another and spread love. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everyone has been so supportive on this channel, and I feel like it's a really safe space. So if you're new here, you might be wondering like, what am I? What are you doing? Are you a beauty influencer? Are you this? Are you that? I'm just me. I'm just like giving you a little bit of everything, you know? So this is kind of a more girly video. And I also do like workout videos, and I talk a little bit about my journey with like some surgeries, and we'll talk a little bit about coffee and wine on here, maybe some ice cream. I don't know. I can't really eat it anymore. I also am, you know, going through some health journeys, so we'll just talk about a little bit of everything. But yeah, if you want to join us, then, you know, subscribe and hit the notification bell, and then it will tell you every time I post, and we can just hang out. And on that note, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.